Hi everyone, so today we're going to be going through a 2020 election prediction between Hillary Clinton, the Democrat from New York, and Jeb Bush, the Republican from the state of Florida. Obviously, Hillary Clinton, the former First Lady, the former Senator, the former Secretary of State, Jeb Bush, the former Governor of Florida. So this again, it was a potential 2016 election matchup. Obviously not in 2020. They've both ruled themselves out from running once again, and honestly, I don't think both of them would win their respective primaries for the Democrats and for the Republicans. So I just need to mention one thing. This is in 2016, and it was a viewer suggested video. The channel is Aiden's election prediction, so I assume his or her name is Aiden, and it comes over from Aiden's election predictions. So just want to give a shout out to that, and let's get right into the video. So Washington, Oregon, California, and Hawaii all move into the Hillary Clinton column. Illinois, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, the District of Columbia, New York, and that first district in the state of Maine. As for Jeb Bush, we see him taking Alaska, Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, West Virginia, and most of the state of Nebraska, except for that second district. Sorry, I accidentally clicked that one. Perfect. Okay, so right now Hillary Clinton is at 183, Jeb Bush at 125. So as for just quickly, as for the insider-outsider thing, I honestly think both of these candidates would be viewed as insiders in this election. Hillary Clinton and Jeb Bush both viewed as the more establishment candidate from both sides. So Hillary Clinton in this case beating out Bernie Sanders for her nomination, Jeb Bush beating out Trump, Cruz, Kasich, all of those people for the GOP nomination. And as you can see here, both of the establishment candidates won, and we'll see how they perform in this general election. So Jeb Bush we see taking the state of Florida relatively easily. We don't see this being much of a contested state given it was done in 2016. And then as for the state of Florida, we see Jeb Bush taking the state of Florida. This is his home state. Even Trump was able to carry it. We see Florida moving into the leaning Republican column. We see Bush taking this by about 5 percentage points. Same thing along with North Carolina and Georgia. I did that the wrong way around. Okay. Hillary Clinton, we see taking the state of Virginia. We don't see this being all that difficult for her to take a state like Virginia. Right now, Hillary Clinton is at 196 electoral votes. Jeb Bush at 223. Okay, now we're going to we can just do Nebraska 2 now. We see this one moving into the Jeb Bush corner. Okay, as for the Southwest, we see the state of New Mexico and the state of Colorado both moving into the Hillary Clinton column because, again, we don't see Jeb Bush really appealing to those Latino voters that Republicans need to not necessarily win, but need to keep close with the Democrat to win in Colorado or New Mexico. We also saw that I was about to say the 2018 midterms, but obviously this is in 2016, so that is not really valid. But yeah, 210 for Clinton, 224 for Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush, given it's 2016, we see him taking the state of Arizona, but Hillary Clinton hanging on to the state of Nevada because, again, the state demographic changes. Yes, it is changing, but we don't see it being enough, especially in a year like 2016, for Hillary Clinton and Jeb Bush to get over the line there. Okay, 216 for Hillary Clinton, 235 for Jeb Bush. Okay, Hillary Clinton, we see taking the state of Maine. We see her taking Maine at large, but we still see Jeb Bush narrowly taking it, albeit very much more narrowly than in previous elections. But here's the thing. we see Jeb Bush taking the state of New Hampshire. So this is a flip, and the reason for this, Donald Trump. Yes, he did win the primary in New Hampshire, but he's not very well liked in the state of New Hampshire, and he only barely lost it. And Hillary Clinton lost by 1.5 miles in the primary in New Hampshire against the Vermont senator. And so, with all things being factored in, we see Jeb Bush narrowly taking the swing state of New Hampshire. So right now, 218 for Hillary Clinton, 214 for Jeb Bush, 80 electoral votes still up for grabs in the Rust Belt heartland area of this country. Of the country, the U.S. So Hillary Clinton and Jeb Bush both vying for that. Now, the only Republican that I can see being competitive in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin is Donald Trump. I don't see other Republican candidates at least, being very successful in that area. So for this reason, we're going to move Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin all into the Clinton column. Minnesota also moving into the Clinton column, which gives Hillary Clinton the presidency at 274 electoral votes to Jeb Bush's 240. We see Jeb Bush taking the states of Ohio and the state of Iowa, both by leaning margins, and that ends things with 274 electoral votes for Clinton and 264 electoral votes for Jeb Bush. Okay, and that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, this is a suggestion from Aiden's election predictions. Thank you for watching. Good night.